Okay. So don't get mad when I call you baby. See? But you get mad when I call you. You act like a child. Oh, see? See? How are you gonna expect me not to say that when you say that you're a baby?
I'm a baby.
Oh, only in a good way. Okay.
Yeah.
You think you're slick? Okay, I got you. By the way, I was drinking too.
Tonight.
So that negative that, erase that, and everything that happened.
In Miami, Florida.
Oh no, I won't.
It's week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
No, I'm not gonna hear this. I don't wanna hear this because I'm not drinking it. Leave me alone. No, baby, you're gonna waste your TV time. We'll talk about this tomorrow. If I drink again, then you put it for me.
It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the New Orleans Saints.
So being bullshit. Alcoholic?
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight we march to the finish.
What's your name, alcoholic?
A strong Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New
I'm not sure you compare it as my dad right now.
The Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one.
Okay, baby, I don't want to hear this.
Continues, doesn't it?
I know this already. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. I'm trying to play.
Who's your father?
Yeah, send it to my dad. Hold on.
For the visiting Saints, they come
Hi, baby, kid.
football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Baby.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown
I don't want to
victory.
hear this.
They did have a few reasons for concern defensively,
Sure.
but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I know this area. I don't want to hear this. I'm go rest so we can go to the gym hour.
So here
You're
come
wasting
the
your seat
Dolphins
time.
now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Here's Achane to start the drive. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Love you, babe. Babe. I love you.
Again, it's Achane.
No, babe.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Jesus, Lord have mercy.
CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%.
I'm definitely doing on the Sunday game.
That number probably
That's for sure. On the Dolphin game,
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they saw some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire
Next is about 6 plus. About I did 3 Monday and 3 Tuesday, and how I forgot. But when was happening, bro?
First third down conversion opportunity.
He won. No, but it's because of the drink is bad for me. I'm allergic to it.
And you know, let's face it, we've done a lot
Baby,
of
come on,
games
stop.
together.
Give me a break, bro. I work hard, man. I'm trying to, you know. I'm not drinking today. I'm you know.
Last thing you want, that
give me a
opening
break.
drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's how you doing?
And it worked this forward for about 3 and second down. This defense for the Saints, they were strong last week.
Yeah, they do that.
Went over New England.
I'm down.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape?
I'm down. It's the best solution.
Tells me that they've got all their assignments down.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll buy some.
On second,
That's all right,
run by Achane. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
It's a good deal.
And you look at the Saints defense.
They're
in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in
We're
against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall, this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who put this team
So you're not sleeping yet?
shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
I'm going to take my PS4 to the camera.
That third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And
Yeah,
they've done
look.
it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it,
Oh, what a
just
liar.
effective on third downs all year long. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I never.
Look, I've done it before.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And they
I
nearly
love it.
sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Wow.
And they'll give this to Achane. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Now a 2nd and 2. In motion, Hill. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing on first down, Kavanaugh. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Wow.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And Kamara's going to have the Saints first down as they're brought down at the 38-yard line.
What I had is a pre-workout.
There for Kamara from a week ago. 15 carries, 71 yards,
Oh, okay,
and a
I see.
touchdown.
I started using that because.
This season, so you know it's a big part of
No,
their
yeah, I know. I
offense.
used to use
They
it
count
before.
on it. Not
Because
only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action fake
on the
it
brain,
too.
not.
Throw it out to the wide receivers,
Cool.
get it to other players who can also produce.
You can buy a
On the 40 now,
good
here's a
virgin.
2nd and 8.
What do you call it? The protein store.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You can buy
The
GNC.
Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Yeah, I think GNC is going to be more expensive.
Again, it's Kamara. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really
You can
nice
still buy a
job
good
staying
quality
in their proper places
protein too.
and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Yeah.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this pass
Is that?
broken up. And the
Who's it called?
contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh,
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards. yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number one
It's like
seed.
the healthy version of
That's a great
steroids.
spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to
You're gonna
get to
use
the perimeter.
why didn't
But
you
that
don't have
means
to
your
drop?
defensive
You just
ends,
drop
your
it.
outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money
I
to
just-
sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Rolling to his left. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing
God,
him the
baby,
whole
you're gonna
way,
have to put it on.
you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And maybe that's what the people use in the gym.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
I didn't know that part.
On 1st down, back to Achane. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 31, here's the 2nd down and 6. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 26.
Shoot. I don't know about that one. That's money you bossed?
They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner.
Maybe
They
again?
understand that if they don't start to slow him down,
Hello?
it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's
Okay,
face
baby,
it,
I
coming
already-
into
I'll
the
ask-
game,
give me a break.
they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side
Wait,
to
hello.
start making plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hill going to go in motion right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Throw out wide is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw on third down, Kavanaugh. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Having fun back there, buddy. Okay. Okay.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second in a couple.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because...
Last one, one second. Put your earphone this one. Put this one. 1 second, last one, wallah. You ready?
Yeah.
Hear how loud.
Okay. And I was like, finally, I did it. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you have your mother all the way about too, by the way.
You see how loud?
They have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to quote-unquote hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. 1 second, all that remains. He'll buy some time right. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered. answer.
How did they get that done?
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball
I've been doing this
downfield
before
and
until that
the
one.
same results.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where it was the visiting Packers who were able to come in and win this one on the road. Mac Jones, as sharp as you can be throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, terrific in the win, as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They go play action here on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Kavanaugh. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Right back to Achane on second down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Has a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. On the handoff, it's Achane.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Milton Williams there on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hill going to go in motion right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Down the sideline he goes.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing to start the drive. Kavanaugh. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Olave holds it in. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's going, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Achane. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 130 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Achane. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, You can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Fields. Buying time to his left. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw. Kavanaugh. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
It says you have one parcel
as they
pending.
push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.